So this is the first spot I thought I'd come and target today. Lovely little outcrop of rocks just by the beach. And then the rocks continue just to the end over there. But the water clarity today is absolutely amazing. It's like something in the Caribbean. It's without the sunshine. So we'll chuck a few lures about and see how we get on. See if we can get my first bass on my new lure rod. Well, it sure feels good to be out making another video this morning, that's for sure. Let's just hope we can get a few fish on film as well. I'm going to try something a little bit different today. I've never really done a lot of lure fishing, and being here on the Sussex coast, it is absolutely perfect for it. The number of species you can pick up: bass, mackerel, garfish, and I'm sure if you was using little micro lures, you'd be able to pick up the smaller species like the wrasse, maybe the little gurnard and that on the bottom. So yeah, we're gonna give it a crack today. I went and purchased myself a new lure rod yesterday, reel from Oldwick Angling in Bognor Regis. Went out for a couple of hours yesterday just to give it the once over, and yeah, I'm really impressed. I purchased the HTO Hooligan and also the HTO Hooligan 3000 reel. For the moment I'm not using braid. What I've decided to go for is a fine diameter mono for the minute. That is in 11 pound. I believe that is a Asso Ultra, and that is in a 0.16 diameter. And then on the end of that, I'm using a fluorocarbon leader, about 3 foot long, and that is a fluorocarbon leader by Trabuco, and that's in 15 pound. And I think the diameter of that is 0.19. Also brought a selection of lures, little sandeel patterns, little shad patterns. I'll go through with you quickly the other lures that I've brought. Bought myself, this one's called a glider by Axia, and it literally scoots across the surface. I was trying it out yesterday. Yeah, it looks really good actually. The second one, this one here, I can't remember what this one was called, but this one's like a chugger, like a popper, pops across the surface. With the action, it's almost like a walk the dog style. You guys who lure fish will know what that means. Scoots from left to right across the surface, looks really enticing. I brought a couple of these, which I've shown you already, drift shads with the jelly bodies. Also grabbed myself a couple of Abu Garcia tormentors. I think these are 110mm. One in a silver and black pattern, and also one in a mackerel pattern. I think these dive down to about 1.5 meters. So yeah, looking forward to trying these out today. I also got myself a good old Dexter wedge. I know these are caught bass, mackerel, and other species for years, and also a little Abu Garcia Mo bullet, which I think would be ideal for the mackerel and garfish. And finally, I brought myself some small sabiki rigs. So I have some, if you can see them, little shrimp patterns, some little tiny fish fry. They're in a size 4. The shrimps are in a size 2. And I also have some really tiny sabikis on size 6s. It'd be interesting to see what I could pick up along the bottom. Never know, might be able to pick up some sand eel for some live bait. And that's about it really. My lure box isn't really exciting at the moment, but I'm sure over the next couple of months that's going to be built up, that's for sure. I'm going to get back to you in a minute. I'm just going to get myself all set up and that, and yeah, we'll start fishing. So I'm going to start off with the drift shad pattern. Using this yesterday, bumping it across the sand, looked absolutely amazing. Definitely imitates a small sand eel or whitebait. So yeah, I'm going to start off with that one. I'm going to switch between the lures over this sort of short session. Fish some on the bottom, mid-water, surface, just see if we can find where the fish are, and see if we can nab one. So I've had about 10-15 minutes casting about with the drift shad, nothing yet, no knocks. I'm going to change the lure over now, and I think I'm going to go for the good old classic Dexter wedge and give that a try. I'll just click this on, like that. Time for another switch up. This time I'm going to try the Abu Garcia Tormentor in a mackerel pattern. This is a floating lure. It dives down to about 1.5 meters. Hopefully it will entice something. Let's get it on there and get it out there. So I said earlier, obviously this is the first video I've made in a little while. I have been fishing prior to lockdown. I've had some absolutely amazing catches as well. Yeah, the beach has been fishing absolutely amazing this year. I've had 3 PBs this year so far, which I'm really happy about. I've had a 19-pound 10 conger off the beach, A few weeks ago I had a £9.9 bass. I've also been targeting the mullet this year as well, and I ended up with a new PB for myself. Just missed that magic £6 mark, £5.15, but we're really hoping to break that this year. Also had some amazing rays, undulate rays up to £13.6, and also a few smooth rounds this year to over £10. Take a look at the pictures now. So just a quick update, nothing so far. I'm just going to swap over to a chugger lure now, like a popper. Give that a cast for 5-10 minutes, see if we can pick up anything. If not, I'm going to probably take a walk along up the beach and try and fish the rockier marks and see how we get on. So unfortunately nothing at this mark. I'm going to head up the beach now, up toward the area where there's a bit of rough ground. Also got the Mulberry Wreck Harbour up on the beach. I'm sure the bass would come up there and investigate in over the sand and in over the rocky outcrops. So I'm going to head up there now and I'll catch up with you in a bit. So just got onto the Mulberry Wreck mark. It's literally 20 yards from the shore to the right hand side of this buoy, and in and amongst it you've got a lot of rocky outcrop. If I was a fish, I'd be living there, that's for sure. What I'm going to try, I'm going to go with the drift shads again. I'm going to bump these on the bottom around the rocky outcrops and see if we can pick something up. So let's have a few casts. So unfortunately nothing today. The wind has picked up and the weeds picked up with that as well. So I'm going to call it a day now. It's been really fun getting out for a couple of hours this morning, bashing a few lures about, and I can really see why this lure fishing is and will get addictive. I just want to say thank you to everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you to everyone for likes, shares and subscribes. Thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon.